You're listening to African Voices Radio.
African Voices Radio presents David Adodo Show.
If it's 9 o'clock in Nigeria, that must mean that it's time for the David Adodo Show, African Voices Radio. Coming to you live from the United States all the way to the African diaspora. And now get ready for the hottest show on the internet, African Voices Radio, the David Adodo Show, and with your host, Tunde Phillips.
Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of our show, the David Adodo Show on African Voices Radio. Sorry, we're starting off late. We had a little bit of a technical issue, which we're trying to resolve over here. Sometimes technology is great, and sometimes technology can be a problem. But however, our studio engineer Jason was able to get us across, so we're doing fine now. Everything is in place. With me on the show, before I go any further, my name is Tunde Phillips. Let me introduce myself. Most people already know now. On the show today, I have my brother Charles with me. Brother Charles is en route, but he's in the car. He's joining us from his vehicle. And so, Brother Charles, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, my brother Tunde. What a wonderful introduction. Just like Justin said, man. Yes, if it's 9 o'clock, at least for this week, if it's 9 o'clock, it's time for David Adodo Show in Nigeria. I'm glad he mentioned that, and I think Tunde probably have another surprise for us moving forward. And then I'm glad to be here today, Tunde. Thanks for having me.
Great to see you, Mr. Charles. Oh, and I see Chief is here with us as well. Good evening, Chief. Chief, you're muted. We cannot hear you.
Yes, we can see it's muted. Looking at the
Chief
screen
is
here.
Unmute your Nigeria.
There you go. You're good.
Yeah, I had to use my phone for the first time. My laptop, I didn't know it's acting up.
President, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good to see you. How was your week?
Thank God.
That's good. And of course, we have Brother Jason, who takes care of us behind the camera. So he's doing his thing behind the camera. Brother Jason, how's it going?
Everything's going well. I'm loving the weather change here. It's nice and warm. Glad to see the ice and the snow gone. So
everything is crucial, right?
That's right. Looking forward to spring.
There you go. Yes. The weather is changing here. We're all looking forward to the warm weather. I know it is very hot in Nigeria. I wish we can switch. We want the heat. You guys can take the cold. Chief, please send us some heat this way.
Oh, and it's been raining. It rained very heavily yesterday night.
Wow.
And it resumed this evening. So we have a little bit of softened weather now.
Oh, that's good. So we are exchanging. Over here, it's been very cold, tremendously cold, It depends on where you are in the United States. In places like Florida, Texas, they don't know the cold. It's always warm over there. But in other places, it's cold. So, but we're beginning to get warm gradually. So we're moving towards the spring, which is what we are all looking forward to. And especially when it comes to dealing with the coronavirus as well. They're speculating that as soon as the warm weather starts moving in, things will get better. Over here in this country, the government continues to push the vaccine and encouraging people to get vaccinated. So more and more people are getting vaccinated. They are welcoming the vaccine more than it was in the past. More mass vaccination places are opening up all around the country, and people are being encouraged. And as a matter of fact, you see people wanting to get the vaccine now. And just yesterday, the president has said that by May 1st, every adult that wants to be vaccinated will be vaccinated. When I say the president, I mean Joe Biden now here in the United States has said that by May 1st, all adults will be vaccinated, and hopefully by July 4th, we'll be able to gather together to celebrate independence in small groups. So that's encouraging. More and more people are getting the vaccination. And then once you get the vaccine, that does not mean that you're in the clear. You still have to wear your mask. You still have to cover up and protect other people that have not gotten the vaccine, and you still have to protect yourself as well. So if you're not, ready to get the vaccine, or it's not your turn to get the vaccine, please use your mask. If possible, double mask. Wash your hands. Keep 6 feet. It's not time to socialize. And the government also said here that once you have gotten the vaccine, fully vaccinated, for those who get the Pfizer and the Moderna, it's 2 shots. For the Johnson & Johnson, it's 1 shot. So if you are fully vaccinated, you can visit with other people that are safe to visit with, like family members that are not vaccinated and stuff like that. So, but that doesn't mean that you're in the clear. You should walk around the street with no mask on. But Charles just got his own vaccine yesterday. He just got his Johnson & Johnson vaccine. How are you feeling, Mr. Charles?
Yes, talking about getting vaccinated. Justin, are you there? I got my. It's not yet our turn yet, but somehow, for whatever reason, I was able to, kind of lucky, I can say that. I got vaccinated yesterday, and that was Johnson & Johnson, 1 shot. One shot, and I feel good. I mean, people say, some people get fever and all that. I wake up this morning, unless I still under that 24-hour period, which will be about 7 o'clock today. I don't feel nothing, no fever, no pain yet. I wish I still have my bandage here, whatever they put over that. Yeah. And I feel good. I feel good, man.
And no good. Extra fingers or toes growing, right?
At least you can see half of my body. Nothing is happening, Jason. And then with that being said, I don't know. I've heard so many things about Nigeria. Chief, what are you hearing about vaccine in Nigeria?
Well, you see, according to government protocol, they said the frontline health workers would be vaccinated first. Then the political leaders would follow. The aged would be the 50 and above. Then to go to the general public. So far, because of the country that we are, some people are already manipulating and getting it done. Those who are close to the seat of power. I saw a lady who just told me I've been vaccinated and she's not anything near health worker or being a politician. But because she's a friend to the power that she has been vaccinated. That is Nigeria for you. We that are above 50, we are waiting. I lived directly behind the general hospital and I'm yet to feel the vaccination. I send people there to know if it has arrived there, so that as an aged person I can participate. But not yet. I hopefully think during the week, maybe. I want to take it and I want to be part of those who are vaccinated.
Yeah, it's a good thing to be vaccinated. You have some, and you can see Brother Charles, he's a proof to nothing going on with the vaccine. For people that are still doubting, they have doubts. He got the vaccine yesterday. The man is feeling fine. He has not grown any horns or anything like that. He's still himself. I have been vaccinated now for over a month. I got the Pfizer. I got the first shot and the second shot. I'm still the same person. Nothing changed. That is not to say that we will not have certain incidences here and there. But at the same time, those incidents will occur, but that should not discourage us from taking the vaccine.
Yeah,
even ordinary Fensic, and they have reaction to Fensic or Panadol in Nigeria, and they have reaction to Panadol. That does not mean that Panadol or Fensic is dangerous to everybody. Go ahead, Chief.
People are allergic to different types of drugs.
Yes.
There's a particular anti-tetanus drug, anti-tetanus injection. If you are going to be injected, they will give a small dose to see your reaction before they put the full shot. I think our body system is not the same.
Yes.
Vaccination or the vaccine for COVID-19 may not be as dangerous as. But you see, the dimension I don't like about that thing in Nigeria is the religious dimension. When some pastors want to start to put religion behind it and wanting to discourage their members. I think any pastor that does that should be arrested and prosecuted for trying to cause chaos in public domain and causing trouble in public domain with his utterances. It should not be allowed. It is dangerous for the Nigerian people. It's dangerous for our health that a pastor will come out and start saying that his members should not be vaccinated. It's not right. It's not right.
See, that's the problem that we have in Africa. Religion and, and the, what would I say, the nemesis of religion in Africa. It is very, very unfortunate that a pastor will come out. Believe you me, that pastor probably got his own vaccine without his church members knowing that he got vaccinated. And he will come up and say he's performing miracle, he can cure coronavirus. And the poor innocent people will believe him and follow him, and then people start dying. Why would the pastor come out and stop him from taking, the vaccine? Is the pastor a doctor or a scientist? I mean, people should think. What is this ramification? I mean, what is his thinking? How did he come to that conclusion that you should not take the vaccine? There are certain things you will tell me and I'll believe you. We should be at that level now. It's not everything everybody says that you believe, especially with these pastors, because we have seen so many of them that are fakes. So we don't even know who is the real one and who is not. And when it comes to your health, your pastor is not your doctor. Your pastor is not your doctor. He's not a scientist. He's not any. So how can a pastor know what is going on with me and tell me that I should not take a vaccine? It's like having a headache and they tell you don't take medicine for headache, that your headache will go. Yes, I do believe that people pray. You pray, but you take medicine at the same time. You don't pray and not take medicine. You don't, you have to take medicine. Yes, that's the science part. Then you pray to God. Yes, I believe that. But with a situation with coronavirus, a pandemic going around, and you a pastor coming out to tell people not to take the vaccine, I think that is just ridiculous. Yeah, I agree with you, Chief. Any pastor that does that should be arrested. It's very unfortunate. People are going to die.
Tunde.
Yes.
The thing is this, let's not, because I know how I feel about these Nigerian pastors and man of God, whatever, because if we get into that, trust me, sometimes, I don't know what's wrong with some Nigerians. When it comes to this religious thing, there's two things. There's only two things outside the entertainment, whatever you call them in Nigeria, that is growing. There's only two things that grows in Nigeria. And people are not listening. I mean, you don't need any data. Tunde, I can tell you today. You see, born again grows at the rate of 100% in Nigeria. And then criminality grows at 200% in Nigeria every day. What does that tell you? That this is only two things. If you take out entertainment, whatever this, what do you call them? All this music or whatever, music, entertainment or whatever. The only thing that grows in Nigeria today, born again and criminality, in the same line. So Nigerians don't really know God. I don't care what I mean. People can sit here, a pastor comes and bless something and actually put it in your door. Your door is secured. He goes to his own door and have security people around there. What is wrong with that thing he blessed and put in your own door? And people are buying it. People are buying it $100 and something naira, putting it in their own door. They are protected. The pastor already prayed. And if you go to his own door, you see 60 security men before you can cross. He drives around with security people, and he tells you to put something on your window. They bless it and you buy. But the thing is, let's not get into this Nigerian thing. But any pastor a pastor is not a doctor. A pastor is not a doctor. It is only in Nigeria that somebody can call a pastor a daddy, and goes back to the spouse and calls the name Charles. And please, you're calling your pastor, daddy, whatever, and you go home and you call your husband or your wife by name. I mean, let's not get into this Nigerian pastor thing, because people think they're gonna wake up some morning like this. There's piles of money under their pillow. It's not gonna happen. I don't care who's pastor that prayed that thing. It is not. You are not gonna wake up. I don't care how that pastor prays. Unless he comes at night and sneak it in there while you're away. Money is not going to grow under your pillow because you go there and pastor make magic. So if they can continue to listen to them, a pastor cannot be a doctor. A pastor cannot be an engineer. A pastor cannot be, so if they are playing with their life, the pastor here in America, you know how many of them, they caught COVID and died. In Texas, they caught COVID. A couple of them died here when this thing was, in the middle of the heat last year. Some pastors came out, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? They are the first that caught it and they died. And then all the whole church member woke up right away. So, let's leave Nigeria alone with their religious whatever. Because next thing now, they're going to come out and tell you who will be the next president. I've never seen a pastor tell me that all these bad people that they are seeing as president and senators and whatever, which kind of God tells them that? Which kind of God tells them that all these bad people that we need to get rid of in Nigeria are the ones that they should be the president and be the governor, or be the senator, I mean, come on now.
It is very simple. Well, before we go on, let me use this opportunity to welcome the Queen. The Queen has joined us quietly. She did not come with her entourage today. She just slowed in quietly and joined us. Welcome, Queen.
Thank you so very much. How you guys been?
We've been fine. We were not too fine until you joined us, but now that you joined us.
You won't believe it. Devil is a liar. I'm going to become a pastor this evening now. Devil is a liar. My laptop, I tried to connect and the thing started updates. I can't believe it. I said, why are you updating? By this time of the day, don't you know that I have a serious business that needed to attend to? So I had to quickly switch to my daughter's tablet. I apologize. I heard you people talking. Anyway, how was your week?
Week well, Mr. Charles.
Okay, Mr. T. Okay, anybody can come.
Yeah, the only update is that I had my COVID shot yesterday. That's how things is going.
That's good.
And I feel good today too.
Is it the first dose or second one?
No, guess what? I took the Johnson & Johnson, 1 shot.
Woo!
Yes.
Lucky you. I took Pfizer, and last week Saturday I wasn't myself. I was on the program, but nobody knew what I was going through. I was having serious headache. My head was pounding. But I tried to just I held on to the program that I got to do it. I couldn't do nothing after the program, but I just managed to, come online because I know it's just headache. Well, I was feeling nauseous, but yeah, by Sunday I was okay. I was okay. I can see that you're in your car. Well, thank you for still joining still. Mr. T, how you been? Don't let me.
I'm good, Queen. I was waiting for you to come on the program before I say that happy belated International Women's Day. It was a day. I didn't want to say it without you being here because you're the only woman. So
yes, we are waiting for you to come on the air for that.
Thank you so much.
Women's Day, Queen.
Thank you, guys.
We should encourage our women. The sky is the limit. Actually, the sky is just a footstool for the women. If you educate a woman, you educate a nation. Mm-hmm. It is so much that the women do for us that we, the men, we don't even take notice of. Some positions that all these men that are in these positions are acting like if they don't know what they're doing. Put a woman there. A woman will manage a house for you. A woman will spend money and manage everything for you. Put a man there, they can't manage anything. We can make noise, we can run our mouth, but put the woman there, you will see management and you see how things work. Here in the United States, we have taken that initiative. We have a female vice president. We're waiting to see when it's going to happen in Nigeria.
Well, I believe it's going to happen, but because I believe, whatever the United States of America does, other countries would tend to do. But I don't think it's the first thing that will happen in the whole world. We've had a, women president before, but I know things are getting better. In Africa, we had a woman president before in Liberia. So we're waiting for the day Nigeria is going to grow up to that level and for them to see that we women can do better. Of course, we are proud of Okonjo-Iweala. She's a woman. She served in a government in Nigeria. And look at where she is today. That's why the fact that the country is, I don't believe Nigeria is still existing. That's why the fact that the country is no more. When she was there, people felt it. So, yeah, women, we are great people. Tell them we can manage just a little penny. We'll manage it and everybody will be okay. Of course, just the mentality we have, not only in Africa, all over the world, the planet Earth will belong in that. Men, of course, we believe they are the head of the family. Whatever they do is right. But with time, things are changing. We started to see that we don't know what happened to our men. We can't call it civilization. They're kind of derailing from, the head that God has bestowed upon them.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Mr. Adodo to the program.
Excuse me on that.
And Are, how have you been? We miss you.
Good.
We miss the program as usual. I will say, okay, you breathe in and you breathe out. Anytime we see you, we're happy. But stop breathing in and breathe out. We need you. We need you.
Talking about women in Nigeria, see,
she's serious today. Yes, she's serious today.
There's something you don't know.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
The Nigerian history has recorded great women in this country. We have had very great women. Yeah. Looking at Chief Mrs. Fumilayo Rasamkuti.
Yes.
Before her, there were women like Queen Amina of Zaria. There were Madame Tinubu of Abeokuta, Efusheto Anewura of Ibadan. We had Fumilayo Eson. We have Oyinkansola Abayomi. We have Kufuruji Olubi. We had a great Nigerian woman, Oyinbo Odina Madu. We had Oyinbo Odina Madu. We had Mama, that great woman of Calabar, who started the Calabar riot. I will remember her name in the course of this discussion. We had very great Nigerian women and contemporary Nigerian women today. We had Alakija. Women, Alakija. We have a lot of Nigerian women who had made their mark. The first woman chartered accountant in Nigeria, Toyin Olakunrin, who incidentally came from Abeokuta. We had the first female general in Nigeria, Ronke Kale, who incidentally came from Abeokuta. The first female AIG in Nigeria, Bisi Ugowe, who incidentally came from Abeokuta. These are great Nigerian women who had made their marks, and they did not in any way stain their names. So I think there will be a time that Nigeria will produce great women who will set in very greater authority, like the president. Okoji is a woman Nigeria should be proud of. Kemi Adeosun, that wonderful woman that was removed or that resigned as the Minister of Health, she did not stain her name in any form. Yes. We had very wonderful women. And that brings me to the music of my very good friend, Sashino Peters, who said, in Nigeria, there are women of knowledge, women of substance, not West and East. He said we should give them chance to deliver the goods. He said motor accidents are caused by men, corruption caused by men, so many things caused by men. I think there will be a time that if we want to solve Nigerian problem, we should give our women the chance to do it.
Yes. Thank you so much.
I agree with you, Chief. Thank you so much. So I want to welcome Mr. Adodo to the show. He's knocking while we were talking. Mr. Dodo, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Tony. How's everything with you? Happy belated birthday.
Oh, actually, it's not belated. My
it's
birthday is on Monday.
It's still loading.
It's on Monday, the 15th.
Okay.
So we're warming up towards it.
Okay. I will catch up with that on Monday.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I just want to quickly acknowledge the presence of the chief. I'm very proud. You see his wealth of knowledge. You see how we didn't know what we were going to talk about. I don't know what you had in mind to talk about today, but you just threw they were just talking about women. You can see him just bringing out series of women, great women,
in Nigeria,
great things in Nigeria. There was no sheet of paper in front of him to be listing all these things, but I was just wondering how is he able to do all that? Chief, I'm very proud of you, sir.
No, Chief has people in front of him.
Thank you.
No, he has all those people in his head.
I was just teasing, I know.
he has all those people. He's a bookworm. He
already wrote about all those people, all these names. He already wrote in some of his books. So
yeah. But true that, Mr. Charles. True that. Yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate. I'm humbled. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
That is the kind of wealth. That is the wealth of experience and intellectuals we have on David Adodo's show. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So we were talking about the before you came on. We had mentioned that Mr. Charles just got his vaccine and is doing fine. He got Johnson & Johnson, and then our chief has also told us that some pastors in Nigeria are telling their members not to get the vaccine. Please, if you're a pastor that is doing that, you need to stop. If you're a pastor that is doing that, let me repeat myself, you need to stop. Because you will kill innocent lives. Innocent people will die. I do not know what kind of vision or why the Bible told you people should not take coronavirus vaccine. And I will not be surprised if that pastor has taken his own vaccine behind the doors. And he will come and tell people not to take it.
Tunde.
Yes.
I don't like bashing of pastors, but I have to talk about them right now. Since
I already did.
Okay, thank you. Since coronavirus started, what have they been able to do? How many people have they been able to cure themselves? They fool Nigerians every day, telling them they are healing them, they are performing miracles. I told somebody before, I said, we have so many blind people in Nigeria. We have so many blind people in Nigeria. Why don't these pastors gather all these blind people together and let them perform the miracles that they said they are performing. Pack all the blind people in Nigeria, take them to all these churches. Let this pastor be opening their eyes one after the other. Then we know that you are performing miracles. You are the crippled, people that are crippled. Pack all the crippled people together, send them to all these churches, let them make them walk. So for the pastors to be saying people should not take the COVID vaccine when it is available, that is absolutely ridiculous. People are dying every day, and they are advising their members not to take the vaccine. The President of the United States, Joe Biden, all animals are equal. Some are more equal than others, but in head. The President of the United States, Joe Biden, took the vaccine. The Vice President took the vaccine. You think the CIA and the FBI, the FDA, the USDA, the CBC, especially the FDA, will allow any vaccine to be approved that is not good? They will never let that happen. All these vaccines have gone through series of tests before they were approved. If Nigerians, if this vaccine is sent to Nigeria, people should take it. People are dying. We are not talking about Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, because they said that Spain and some other European countries are suspending it for some time. But we are talking about the Pfizer, the Moderna, the Johnson & Johnson vaccines. If they are sent to Nigeria, Nigerians should take it. People are dying. People are still in the hospital. People are dying in Nigeria. Pastors will not solve your problems. If you have COVID, pastor will never cure you, can never cure you. And those pastors, there are so many pastors that have died, at least since the onset of COVID, at least 2 or 3 pastors must have died in Nigeria. Why didn't they cure themselves? Why haven't they come up with some kind of concussion that will take care of COVID, their church members and everybody? So people should not listen to these pastors. Don't be brainwashed. They are just taking your money by promising you that heaven and earth is this and that and that they are performing miracles. They are not performing any miracle. If you doubt it, go to Benin. There are leprosy people there. And from Edo State, go to Benin City. There is a village along Lagos Benin Road where you have people with leprosy. Sometimes they come out from their where they are staying, and they come along the road, and we give them money, we give them things. Take these pastors to that place where you have those leprous people. Let them go and heal them before we start talking to them. Some of them have aircrafts, private jets, fooling the masses. Some of them have universities which even their members cannot go to. They don't have the money to pay the school fees. And they are telling you not to take the vaccine. Don't listen to those pastors. It's all about their pocket, their bottom line. Don't listen to them. If you love your life, you love your family, don't listen to those pastors. It's what they will put in their pocket. That is what they're concerned about. Some of them are even worse than some of us that don't even go to church. Some of them take people's wives. Some of them, they take their members' wives. Their church members, they have the relationship with them. Some of them steal church's money. So why will you listen to people like that? I don't go to church. My heart is where my church is. If I do good things to you, if I do good things for you, that's all. As long as I try to do right. It is not by the work of our hands that will save us. I don't want to preach. It is not the work of our hands It's not the work of our hand.
Don't preach, brother. Don't preach. Don't preach, brother, please.
Going to save us. Are going to make us go to the kingdom of God? It's only by His mercy. It's only by God's mercy. That's all. Let me conclude with that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Country, vast issue with religion and government, religion and states, religion and everybody. So at some point in time, we have to separate religion from reality. We have to put religion aside and face reality, because religion is one thing, reality is another thing. We cannot mix both, And
well, so, Mr. T.
Yes, the Queen.
When they talk about religion and all this, religion is different from pastors. And this thing started years back.
Yes.
From a man of God that I really respect from Edo State. And ever since that time, the thing has taken another toll on everybody in that country. So people now see it as a business. Let me tell you, when we were young.
You are still young. Queen, you are still young now.
All these amen churches were not in existence. We go to Orthodox churches and our parents are blessed. But when these new generation churches came up, things started changing. And it's unfortunate that they are not even breeding the disciples of God. And because of the situation of Africa in general, people fell into it. And other people follow suit. When you wear your suit and you are able to erect maybe 4 posts somewhere, people will go in there. And it's high time for people to realize that it's not your pastor that is going to save you.
That's true.
If you have a problem, nobody's going to listen to you. Like you rightly said, they are interested in your pocket. I wish they preached the kingdom of God. They are derailed from the normal preaching that Jesus Christ laid for us. Now, what they are preaching is prosperity. You don't have a job and you are expecting miracle to happen. You are expecting some money to drop into your account. And people will say amen. I once heard Pastor Tunde Bakari. I'm sorry to mention name. I was listening to one of his messages on a Sunday. I stumbled into it. And he said, by next week, you'll become a millionaire. And people said, amen. He said, excuse me, what are you people doing? What is your job that you are expecting millions to drop in your pocket? Of course, it can happen because that is the country we belong. I can't call it a zoo. A country where you wake up tomorrow and your life will change and people will not ask you where you get the money from. No, it doesn't happen like that. And there's so much, work on people's psyche that no matter what to tell them, the only thing you hear them say, my pastor says. Not the Bible says. My pastor says. And it's killing them. Put this thing on your Facebook and you see the number of people that will attack you.
They will finish you.
Yes, they will come on you. They will start attacking you for nothing, for just telling them, open your eyes.
Yes.
Open your eyes. It doesn't happen like that. Fine, you're sick, you can't afford to go to the hospital, manage. You can't drink water, the person will say, okay, drink the water, the whole thing is gone. Well, it can happen because it happened at the time our Jesus Christ was there. But how many people can do that now? How many people can perform that miracle?
Oh, Queen.
It's a shame.
Queen, I once saw a pastor that was praying in front of a transformer.
For what? For electricity? For electricity or what?
He was praying in front of the transformer
that is for you to know the level of ignorance that people have fall into. It's a shame. I wish people can open their eyes. I wish they can even carry their Bible and read. I wish the country can change for them to see that there is bright light, there is life aside from church. But because of the situation we found ourselves in Africa, I can say Nigeria as a case study because that's where I come from. That's where I know. Because of the situation of the country, these people capitalize on that.
Right.
I know some people that are pastors. I know what they do. At times, I feel like I don't want to go to church. I feel like, what am I going there to do? Because I see some things that these people do, and I'm not impressed. If you can come on the altar of God and preach the word of God, and what you're seeing behind is different. Oh, for crying out loud, why are you doing this? And you people are just somebody that earns maybe $100 in a month. You're collecting tithes, you take offering, you take this, you take that, you take that, you take that. I'm not going to mention a church in this country. It's from back home. Some of their members caught COVID. And one of the members gave up. He died. And this is someone that is not straightened in this country. He has not seen his family for years. He has been in the church for years. People were crying. The church cannot even provide money for them to take the cost back home for the family to see. They said it is not the rights and duties of the church. It's not included in the constitution. This man will walk in the rain and sun. And how did they catch the COVID? They went for this peaceful riot in DC, and they followed the pastor's son because they are protocol people. They have to follow him. He called, some of them got it, and nothing was done for this guy. He was buried here. The church cannot raise money to take him back home. The members were the ones that raised the money to bury this guy. Why are we doing that? And people are at home and everywhere, they're still following them. Are they crazy? The way they say it here, are they crazy? Can't they see that there's nothing in this thing? Nothing. You are your own pastor. Your heart is your church. Pray more. Read your Bible. The word is enough for you. I'm not saying some pastors are not real, but majority of them, if you put the average of 100, you can see 20 of them that is really religious. That is, are you kidding me? They will put them in front row. They will come for anointing service. They will come for end of the month program. These are people that are killing the country. These are people that will know what they're doing. They are embezzling money. They are taking the money. They are not giving back to the society. All the things, the blueprint, all the things they put in their blueprint, none of them were executed. And they will put them in front and give them special prayer. Really?
Really?
Anyway, the thing is this. This is something about, I said before, let's not get into this church thing, but I don't think I have a problem, people going to church. Where 2 or 3 are gathered there, 1, 2 or 3 are gathered. So is God there. So, going to church, they're fine. But the thing is, I don't know if these people are so blind. You come to a point now, look at it this way. On Monday through Sunday now in the church has whatever activities for prayer. You go to church on Monday for Mother's prayer. On Tuesday, you go to church on Tuesday for single prayer. Singles, and then Wednesday, the same thing. Friday, the same thing. Saturday, the same thing. So, come on now. What time do you have for your family? I don't know, but, these people have created this so much that you see these people, they do nothing but go to church. Monday, they call it another thing. Then Wednesday is a prayer, whatever. And Tuesday is another thing. Wednesday is another thing. By the time you come back, the children are asleep. The children are asleep. Either the husband or the wife is on her way for church. This, and the family is so destabilized. And these are the people calling so church. The thing is, listen, born and raised Catholic, people have to go to church. I believe in that. But listen, if my pastor is dressing better than me that comes to the church and donate money, I have a problem in that church. and people got to know that. Because all this, you're saying miracles, pastor, no. The miracles they perform now and they tell people is, I will make you rich. I'll come and pray, you get money. That's all they are doing. This is not about curing people anymore. This is not about helping poor people. I challenge these churches that people donate money. How many times in a week did they open their big whatever they built to feed people? Come to American churches here. 6 o'clock, you got to go there and eat. Most of the churches here, they open their places for people to come and homeless people to come in and sleep, homeless people to come and eat. How many times in a week does all these churches in Nigeria feed with all this money that people donate to them? Forget about it. I don't care if people can't see. Your pastor. I keep saying it. If you can't see,
no, you see,
you are just crazy.
Excuse me.
The man is flying in jets. The man is flying in jets.
We cannot generalize.
Hold on,
Chief, go ahead.
Excuse me. We cannot generalize. You see, even as it is,
no, we are not.
That we have very many bad churches and bad pastors. We do have very sincere people. I can stand and say here authoritatively that one pastor called Sam Adeyemi has been empowering the youths of this country in so many very wonderful needs. And he has other people like that. So don't let us generalize. There's a problem in Nigeria concerning pastors and churches. Let's leave this discussion for a full-blown discussion on pastors and Nigerian churches as it affects our economy sometimes next.
I agree with you, Chief. I think we should just have a whole episode of religion and politics and states.
We need to do that.
Yes, we need to do that.
We gotta have some pastors join us. We have to have some pastors join us.
And we need to invite some of our youths back home to be part of the program.
Yes, I think I agree with you. All those suggestions are good suggestions. I think we need to do a program like that. But however, it's I with the situation of things in Nigeria, when people are hungry, when people are not educated, they look up to God. And when they look up to God, these pastors are there. They become victims to these pastors. And so they use them for whatever it is that, whatever gain, the little that they have to feed themselves and their children, they run to these pastors hoping for a miracle. It never happens. Please take your coronavirus vaccine. If you're eligible, if it's your turn to take it, take it. Your pastor is not a doctor. So anyway, we're going to move on to another topic, which is something that we are prepared to talk about today, which is about this Fulani headsmen, kidnapping still going on, and all that all this stuff going on about kidnapping. This has become the order of the day in Nigeria. And it all started from the very beginning when the government started negotiating with these headsmen. Headsmen are telling you they need 500 million to free people. And then you negotiate with them. Then Sheikh Gomi will come up and say, give them amnesty. All those kind of things. You only encourage and you embolden them. We've said that several times on this program. You don't negotiate with terrorists. These are not bandits. These are terrorists. Anybody that does a group of people that does whatever these headsmen are doing to people that they kidnap and capture and torture and do all kinds of maim and rape and do all kinds of things to them is not a bandit. It's a terrorist. And most especially since we know that they are coming from outside Nigeria, these are international terrorists, both local and international. It is sad. There's a video going around the social media now of some students that were kidnapped. About 80-something students, I believe. Is that in
Kaduna?
In Kaduna. It is sad. These people are so bold to make videos. The government are so emboldening them by paying ransoms to them, giving them money, promising them amnesty. That's why I never agree with everything Sheikh Gomi comes up and says all this, the Minister of Negotiation. I don't know who put him there. So you're telling us as Nigerians, you're telling me as a human being to forgive somebody that has kidnapped a student in school. What harm has that student done to them? They went to school. You're telling me as a human being, as a person, to believe and forgive this person and say that they were deprived of the national cake. What national cake? I work hard to make money. I work hard. I slave. The farmers work hard. It's not mechanized farming. It's hard labor farming. To survive, to feed their family, to sell their crops. And then these headsmen come and raid the place, kill them, kill their children, rape their wives, and all that. And then you tell me that they did not get national cake. Who gave the farmer national cake that they killed? Or who gave the village that they destroyed national cake? Are students part of the national cake? Students go into schools. You should see the building.
Oh, Lord.
You cannot call that a school building. It looks like a poultry. They go there to study. And then your headsmen come and pick them up. And then torture them. Are the students part of the national cake? Because I heard Sheikh Gomi on one of these TV stations back home. I listened to the interview and I'm saying, for God's sake, where did this man come from? All these things that are happening. Tell me, now they picked up this, they are torturing them. And they are recording the video and putting it out there. That is how you have emboldened them, how the government of Nigeria has emboldened them. When you give them 100 million today, tomorrow they know they can do it and get away with it. They ask for 500 million. They just randomly. How many times do they kidnap people in a week in Nigeria? How many times? You keep settling. It is sickening. That is the only news we hear from Nigeria. So students kidnapped. So kidnapped. So this one. So that's all we hear. Kidnap. And we have a government.
Well, you see, the latest adoption of students is so disheartening. You see, the people you call students, some of them are married women, some of them are married men, because that school of forestry is meant for those who are in the Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Environment, to go and upgrade themselves. And this school we are talking about is located in Mando Afaka in Kaduna State, in Kaduna, the capital city of Kaduna State. Let me give you a brief summary of the environment that school is located. I have lived in that environment before. The biggest eye hospital in Africa, Guinness Eye Hospital, is located very close to that school. Malakali Farms, one of the biggest farms in Nigeria, is located near that school. Nigerian Air Force Base is few kilometers away from that school. Nigerian Defense Academy, NDA, main campus, is located few kilometers away from that school. And these are married men and women. These are matured men and women, 79 of them. If you look at that video vividly, you will see some of these females were tying only wrapper, no blouse, no bra. They were taken away unceremoniously from their hostel. And you see the way they were being tortured, you see the way they were being beaten. Hey. And the president of this country will sleep tonight. The Senate president probably will be somewhere chatting away and drinking away and don't feel it. Since I watched that video, I couldn't get myself anymore. That some female matured adults can be taken from their hostels bare with just wrappers. See that woman? She was just tying no bra, no blouse. And she's been inside the wind, somewhere in the bush, like that, exposed. And she's a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. A government that swore, the president swore to protect us. He swore to take care of Nigerians. But they have failed. You see, when you say herdsmen, I don't want to generalize this anymore. I want to classify it. If you see, you will see that we have pockets of groups now. And some very intelligent Nigerian security experts had predicted this in the past. That it will come a time, there will be pockets of groups here and there, here and there, here and there. And that's what we're having now. The ones who kidnap in Zamfara may not be the one who came to kidnap. They are in military uniform, for God's sakes. Everyone we are seeing, they are in military uniform.
Yes.
So Nigeria is at war. There's no doubt about it. If some male can be taken from their hostel the way they are taken, They are somewhere in the bush. We don't have drones. We don't have helicopters. We don't have... These people are begging that government should pay the ransom immediately so that they can be released. This happened every day. Day before yesterday, 19 people were killed on the streets of Kaduna, Birnin-Gwari. That is the epic center of killing in Nigeria. It must happen. Birnin-Gwari local government, somebody must be killed daily in Kaduna State. In Zamfara State, the same thing. Taraba State, the same thing. Not to talk of the bombing and series of killing that is happening in the northeast of Gombe, Bauchi, Borno. So what we have today in this country is very chaotic situation. And this was as a result of negligence. One, you see, when we were talking about religion, we're centering on Christian religion. We are forgetting that these so-called Boko Haram and the Alumajiri's are also victims of religion in the northern part of Nigeria. They are victims of religion. They have used religion to becloud them. They told them they are fighting for Allah. They are fighting whatever they do here, they will be in Alijana. So it's also a religious crisis in the north, as we have here. Why it is mild here is because of some elements of civilization and education and all that. But the stark illiterate, the very uneducated Alumajiri is told that if he killed for Allah and he dies, he will go to Alijana and his 7 virgins will be waiting for him. It's all religion bullshit. So we need a systematic restructuring of Nigeria. Otherwise, when there's a full-blown war, let me give you an information. In Lagos State, if you count 1,000 junctions in Lagos State, you will see that for every junction you get to in Lagos State, there are about 50 bikes, brand new motorcycle, manned by Northerners. I pray and I hope that there's not a build-up to genocide in Nigeria. Because if you look at the history of the genocide in Rwanda, the 2 groups that killed themselves in Rwanda were not of different tribes. They were like Fulanese. One they were herders, the other group farmers. And a particular millionaires are were funding, they were buying cutlasses, they were buying things for them, just like we have now in Nigeria. Because I don't know how those who are mounting motorcycles on every junction in Lagos could have gotten those brand new motorcycles. And our governors, our leaders, members of the House of Assembly, everyone is keeping quiet. There's a particular area anybody can verify. Mile 12 in Lagos. If you go there in the night, you will see over 2,000 motorcycles. And these people sleep on these motorcycles. These are people who don't have life. How can somebody be sleeping on the motorcycle every night and you think that person has life? And now if a man does not have life, he cares not about your own life. There's a build-up to something that Nigerians should watch out for. It is not an alarming thing. It is just an alerting situation here. We need to sit down in this country and agree if we want to continue or we want to separate. If we must separate forcefully, I think there's a build-up to genocide in Nigeria, and I pray that that does not happen. Our leaders are keeping too quiet. For the first time, Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu came out to talk about elders, farmers, and diplomatically he was able to explain some things. I give it to him. He's a very intelligent man, and he has words. Must have cooked his words, and he came around it. He molded it and delivered it to us. Well,
where was that?
Just yesterday. He released it yesterday. a press release.
If you can send it to me, please.
I will. You see, I want to say this as before I stop so that somebody else can talk about it. You see, the headers, we are getting things wrong seriously. And if Nigeria continue the way we are doing, we are really going to have serious problem with the Fulanis for a long time to come. I don't categorize Fulanis with blanket criminality. I don't want to do that because I am aware that before now, there had existed many Fulani colonies in different parts of West Africa, in different parts of Western Nigeria, in different parts of Eastern Nigeria, in different parts of Midwest Nigeria. The Fulanis were nomads. They are people who migrate from one place.
Oh,
Gentlemen, you have a caller.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, caller.
Caller, you on African Voices Radio.
Winifred Mokeme.
Hi, Winifred. How are you?
Hello.
Okay, we can hear you.
Fine. Okay, I actually want to talk about this pastor stuff in Nigeria because the matter is actually too much, and majority of Nigerians are agreeable when it comes to church matters. Whenever their pastors tell them this is this, it is like that, and you see the pastors keep extorting them. You see the pastors. You go to a church, you see that maybe like it's only 5 persons in the church that owns a car, but you will not see the pastor. You will have a very mighty cars. There's a church around my area. I went there one day because it was raining. Getting there, they give offering 13 times. One Sunday, 13 times offering, 13 times. First offering, church, and that's Sunday, normal Sunday offering. The second one for pastor feeding. The third one, pastor fuel. The other one, pastor this. The other one, pastor. They keep giving offering and offering and offering. Me being the kind of person I am, I was just looking. I was just observing. It is not right. I really don't know how we're going to reach out to our Nigerians that all these things, whenever your pastor says something, you can actually stand and say no. Even if you cannot talk to your pastor, you can actually say it to your mind and do it and believe it. Because the way it's happening in Nigeria is something else. It's something else. Go to church, you will see you will see a flat. Two of the flat, a flat, maybe 4 flats. So will be church. The other one, Holy Ghost Fire Church, Christ the Living Water Church. The next building will now be another church, St. Thessalonian Church. It's something else. And you see that all those pastors that are just not, you see that they will bleach themselves, riding a car, extorting their members, some are using jazz, all those things. But anyway, we are Nigerians, we are Africans. It's our colonial masters that have brought all these things to us. And we, whatever the white people are doing, we agree and we are enjoying it. I'm not blaming Nigerians. It's our masters that came to colonize us, that gave us all these Jesus Christ and all this one and all these things. Before then, our forefathers are living fine. They worship their own God. Everybody worship God. They worship their God through something because they believe that they can't talk to the Almighty like that. So when those masters came, it was totally a different thing. And because of that, you see, once a pastor said, see what happened during the 2015 Buhari campaign.
Yes.
He went to meet Reverend Father Mbaka at Enugu to support him. Father Mbaka supported him. Because of that, majority of the Catholic churches in Nigeria voted for Buhari. Why? Because Father Mbaka said he is the right man. Finish. He has spoken, and it's like that. See what is happening. Because why the majority of Catholics voted? If we have about 90 of them, 75 voted for Buhari. Because Reverend Father Mbaka said he is the man. Finish. It is just like that. And our politicians have seen that we are using our church, and that is exactly what the white people use. When our colonial masters came, they came first. What did they do? They observe, they assess Africans. They say that they believe more in the spiritual. But what they give them this and say, you don't even need to know it. Pray to it, say to it, they will do it to happen. Finish. And that is what they use to penetrate us Africans. Religion. So they came, they gave us a lot of things. We believe in it. And that is how they lure us to a lot of things. And which is still happening till today. I think the church matter is actually too much. I'm a Christian, yes, but not that type of Christian that will go to church. You'll be talking anyhow. No. I wish we have a lot of people like that. Things will not be happening like this. So what will happen in the next election now? They will still go to church. Once they go to church, they will tell them, this is this, finished. The pastors carry it on the head.
Thank you very much, Ms. Winifred.
This is just my own opinion. Thank you.
Thank you. Winifred is a very devoted listener and viewer of this program. She calls in almost every week. We appreciate your followership, your viewership, and your comments. We thank you very much for being part of this David Adodo Show. So, on the issue, we're going to have a program strictly for religion. This is very important now. So we're going to have a program where we're going to talk about just churches and what is going on. So, but back to what we were talking about with the chief, the issue of the Fulanis, that we have pockets of, yes, we've had nomads, and Fulanis have been nomads, and we have coexisted with them without no problem. But all of a sudden, what we're seeing now, it's what would I call it? An upgraded Fulani. What would I call it? Or they are foreigners who came into Nigeria to cause problem.
No. Two things happened.
Yes.
See, yes, foreigners came in.
Yes.
But you see, unfortunately, the body language of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was not encouraging.
Yes.
Was not good.
Yes.
Let me tell you, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, when he came in and became President of Nigeria, one of the very problem he met on ground was the problem of OPC, and he immediately incarcerated Ganiu Adams. He immediately arrested Dr. Frederick Fashew, and they were incarcerated. And that brought down, because their leaders have been incarcerated, that brought down the agitation of the OPC men. And by the time they were released, the OPC men thought twice, and they felt they needed to contribute. You see, they were already becoming a monster because they came as a result of agitation for June 12th. And they were actually fighting for June 12th. And you see, when you think that you want to attack thieves in your environment, and you go give gun to known thieves in your environment to go and attack thieves that are coming from outside, when the thieves that are coming from outside have been they have been defeated, the thieves that you have emboldened and empowered in your environment will not give you back the guns and cudgels. They will turn on you. And that was what happened during the OPC period. But immediately they were released. Ganiu Adams, credit to him, and Dr. Frederick Fashew, they became security for their communities. They formed security, and they dropped their guns against the society and became friends of the society. And they were being engaged as security men in hotels, in environments, in all that. But what we are having right now in the North, I don't know what will happen. I don't know if this will stop in Nigeria for the next 50 years. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know who is going to disarm these people. Except we have 806 days for Buhari to leave Nigeria as president of this country. We still have 806 days. And 806 days is no joke.
No.
I tell you, he's no joke at all. And within that period, I don't know what Nigeria will become. I don't know what will become of Nigeria. You see, because as we speak, gradually, this kidnapping thing, this Elders Farmer thing is eating up into the Southwest. It has gone to the Midwest, it's in Delta, is eating every day. Casualties are being recorded now in the Southwest. And Southwesterners, for what I know, are not going to fold their hands. They may not be physical, but they're going to go intellectual. And that, I know, will happen soon. A pronunciation will be made. And when that pronunciation is made by the Yoruba nation, that may be the end of this nation. That may be the end of Nigeria. Because people like Wole Soyinka had sat down, the Dawn, that is the Southwest agenda, they have sat down in Ibadan. If you see the governor of Oyo State now, all he wears daily as his uniform is a Amotekun uniform. And it's an indication that there's a crisis in its land, in the land. And the president of the federal government of Nigeria is not coming out to talk to anybody. He's not coming out. What they are now, gradually now, is saying that they should arrest anybody with AK-47. It's a blanket thing. Tell your tribesmen, caution your tribesmen, come out. Tell them, I wish Atiku Abubakar is the president of Nigeria. He's a Fulani man. I can tell you for free that he will not fold his arms and allow this to go on in Nigeria, all in the name of Fulanization. There is danger in the land. For people in diaspora, you need to put together documents. You see, the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria came up with a bullshit statement saying that documents from diaspora cannot be accepted into the Senate because people in diaspora cannot be questioned or cannot be arrested if they were assumed to have given wrong information. But people in diaspora can put up documents and send to the United Nations, send to international organizations, send to the international communities, countries that can see what is going on in Nigeria. Instead of all these pictures that are flying all around, people in diaspora can compile a documentary. They can do a documentary of what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria is at war. There's no two ways to it. You need to put up a documentary and send to relevant organizations to save your people who are here, to save lives of Nigerians who are here. You are abroad, but Nigerians are home and they fear. Nigerians can't travel anymore. We can't go anywhere. You don't know. So it is getting hotter by the day. And I see genocide because I have read history and I see that the presence of northerners in every junction of this country, in every junction of Lagos, with motorcycles of 50, everywhere is an indication that somebody is funding them until the day they will be instructed to strike. And that I want the governor of Lagos State to avert. If that is not averted as quickly as possible, and the first thing to do is to ban Okada rider anywhere, not even on the main road, anywhere in Lagos State. Let that be banned immediately. We are playing politics with the lives of Nigerians, with the lives of Lagosians, with the life of people. So if that is not done immediately, there is going to be a seat, because the day they are instructed to strike, I tell people, when 3 northerners or 4 or 5 enter a street with knife and cudgels, we will all be running scatter because we don't have it. We don't have what it takes to defend ourselves. We'll be running. The day there was bomb blast in Lagos, the day there was accidental bomb blast in Ikeja, people died. I ran from our house in Ikeja. I didn't know where I was going. People were just running and I was following them. So I don't know where we were going. And people were running. So not to talk of when there's genocide, people have been empowered with guns, cudgels, knives, arrows, daggers to attack people. I don't know what will happen. I pray that won't be our portion. But like they say in the Christian balance, it won't be our portion, it won't be our portion, it won't be our portion. We are folding our hands.
Here goes another man of God.
It is very, very serious. It is
it is.
Family, we have another caller from Nigeria.
Oh, go ahead, caller.
Adisa.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Ayos Adisa.
Oh, Mr. Adisa, how are you, sir?
I'm very fine. Thank you very much, sir. I must commend your efforts once again for doing this every time, every now and then, creating time for us out of your busy schedules. Thank you so very much. God bless you. Yeah, first, let me quickly make a comment about the issue of the vaccine. In Nigeria, since the vaccine arrived, it has been a jamboree as usual. The media are busy giving us video pictures of governors and first ladies taking the vaccine, of the president, the vice president, the senate president. And you know, we discussed something like this in one of the shows a few weeks back. When this vaccine comes, we hope it will not be a political thing, like the chief said, because one is close to the corridor of power. He or she will get access to the vaccine ahead of the frontline health workers who are supposed to be the first beneficiaries of this vaccine, because they are the first victim of the virus. So we must thank you for bringing out our voices, but let's continue. Let this vaccine get the people it's supposed to get to, not using it for jamboree. Using us, First Lady of Social State are taking the vaccine, the Right Honorable Speaker are taking the vaccine. Where are the frontline health workers who are dying, who were infected by this deadly virus? And also, I want to salute the intelligence and the articulation of the chief. Thank you so very much. You have been a blessing to us, giving us facts, giving us good information. God will continue to strengthen you. And as for security that you have been talking about, I know something deep within me that the West Security Network and Motoken Corps, organized by the Southwest government, are political understanding. Maybe they are aware of this fact you are pointing out to us, but they are not willing to hail us. They are not willing to come out and say this is the problem they are facing because of their political, personal, parochial interest. They are not coming out to make us know what is at stake. Well, I would first say that we should check out how we can protect ourselves first. And like you advise, let the leadership of this great show continue to help us to advocate, to send necessary documents to international bodies, United Nations and so on, such that these people will not destroy the country. There will not be a case of anarchy in our nation. Thank you so very much for putting this up every time.
Thank
God
you,
will reward
Mr.
you
Adisa.
with good Nigeria.
Thank you.
I must thank you, friend. Thank you so much. God bless you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Mr. Ayo. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Desai.
Yes,
Mr. Desai is another very good listener of this program. He's always with us every week. He also calls in to give his, shares his opinion. So we throw this out to everybody else out there. Feel free, give us a call. Let us. It's a free forum. Say what's on your mind. Let's know what's on your mind. Talk about what are your issues, what are your things, so that we can, shoot it out there. I know in Nigeria, speaking out in the media and the public is something that's a problem. But hey, it's free. Speak out. If you don't speak out, the problem persists, and the problem remains with you. It is when you speak out, and then some of us here can carry your voice and make more noise than you can make. Then we'll find a solution. So please, we encourage people to call in. The phone number to call is 1-844-404-7200. Once again, that number is 1-844-404-7200. You can also chat with us on Facebook. Because every time I turn away from here, I'm responding to somebody on Facebook. So you can also chat with us on Facebook. Mr. Adodo, I wanted you to shed some light on everything that Chief has said.
I'm not sure whose line that is, but somebody's line is making some noise.
Oh, okay. I do not know who the line who that is. But it is very, very hard, for Nigeria to go down the way it is going down because of one person called Buhari.
Okay.
I listened to the line the other day, and he was making a speech somewhere. I can't remember where it was. But he was saying that, and those of you who want to leave should leave. We are here. We are going to stay here. I repeat, play back the thing so I can hear him again to make sure I heard him right. And that was exactly what he said. You are the president of a country. You are telling people who want to leave. You are here. Is that unity? Is that bringing people together? You are telling people who want to leave. This is Nigeria, you are here. You are one individual. You are one individual. You are not greater than anybody in Nigeria. You are not greater than that country. You are one individual.
Tunde.
Yes, Mr. Adodo.
Thank you very much. You see, the problem of insecurity, the problem of the Fulani herdsmen having AK-47, killing people, raping our women, destroying our farmlands has been going on for a very long time. Some of us have been talking and talking and talking. The president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, has not come out to address the nation on this vital, this very important issue. And everybody, the Senate, the House of Rep, the ministers, the governors, nobody has been able to come out and challenge this gentleman, the president, to come out and address the nation on the state of insecurity in the country. He's a Fulani man, and the people that are doing these things are 98%, 99% Fulanis. And this man is quiet. Nigeria is going downhill. The country is in a state of chaos. Anarchy is the order of the day in Nigeria. And the president is sitting down in Aso Rock, not doing anything. And they are telling us that it is foreign terrorists that are destroying Nigeria. If these people are foreign, why don't the military destroy all of them? Why don't the military kill all of them? They are foreign terrorists. They are in your country. They are killing your citizens. They are killing the citizens of Nigeria, and you are folding your hands and you are telling us that they are foreigners, and you are allowing them to operate with impunity, to kill with impunity, destroy lives and property, raping, and you are sitting down. You guys are telling us that they are foreign terrorists, and you are allowing foreign terrorists in a sovereign state, in a sovereign country, all because they are Fulanis. If you look at the federal government of Nigeria, the defense structure, they are all Fulanis. Buhari is not doing anything about it. People are being killed every day. And the worst of all, they are talking about amnesty. What happened in Oyo State?
That's a sickening.
What happened in Oyo State? The Yorubas were killed. The Igbos were killed. The Fulanis were killed. And they gathered together and said, they are going to put a food embargo. They are not going to bring food to the south. Sultana said, don't bring your food. At the end, Yaya Bello and Fani, what is his name? The former minister for
Fani Kayode. Fani.
Understand? Went and held a meeting with the Fulanese, and they said they arrived on getting some kind of money from the federal government for what they lost, 400 and something million naira. From what I learned, they were given the money. The Yorubas that were killed, their shop were destroyed. The Igbos that were killed and their stores were destroyed, they didn't get a penny. For all the atrocities that the Fulani herdsmen have been doing in the south, in the southwest, in the southeast, the middle belt, they have nothing like compensation for these people. And the Fulanis are meeting their godfather, Muhammad Buhari, to ask for compensation. And from what I heard, they were giving a compensation of 400 something million. We are in trouble in Nigeria. Like the chief said, we have 800 and something days. That is a long, long time. And what baffles me is the way the Nigerians are just going about like as if nothing is happening. You are seeing fire like this. You still think nothing is going to happen? We are in America. We are in London. Some of us are in London. We are in America. We are fighting. We are talking. And the people down there that are going to feel the heat, they are talking about David Adodo. They are talking about this actress buying a car. This one building a house. That's what you hear on the news. They're talking about the boxer, Nigerian boxer that is in London. What is his name? What heavyweight boxer?
Anthony Joshua.
Yes, they are talking about stupid stuff. They're talking about stupid stuff that is not going to save the life of any Nigerian that is going through hell right now. The Nigerian press, when I opened channel television, legit, all you see is garbage. Garbage. I'm not talking about issues that is affecting the ordinary man on the street. The women and the men that are killed, the women that are being raped, the children that are being kidnapped in schools. Children are being kidnapped in schools. And the president of Nigeria is sitting down. The Senate is sitting down. The governors. This thing is happening every day in Nigeria. I write every day on Facebook. For the last week, throughout last week, this week, I've not written anything. I don't know what to write. Today is going to be this problem. Tomorrow is this problem. You are like, what? The president of the United States, Joe Biden, is some 50 something days in power. Yesterday or 2 days ago, he came on the prime time to address the nation on the state of COVID. What he's doing to make sure that America gets back on its feet. This man has only spent 50 something days.
Less than 90 days.
United States. The president of the United States, Joe Biden, has only spent 50 something days and is addressing the American people on every issue that affects this country, even to the Asians that are being killed indiscriminately because of COVID. He addressed that issue. In Nigeria, where people are being killed every day, people are being raped every day, our children are scared to go to school, they are being kidnapped every day, the president is sitting down. And the fools, the press, the fools are saying, oh, he doesn't know what is going on. They are fooling you people, telling you they don't know what the president does. The president doesn't know what is going on. He's not being briefed on what is going on. If he's not being briefed, why is he the president? He's not being briefed. He doesn't know what is going on. The press, some fools who are in the press, they say, the president that I know, the Buhari I know, is not aware. So he's a cow. He doesn't know what is going on with human beings. He's a cow. And we voted the cow into office. He doesn't know what is going on. People are being killed. Shehu Gaba knows what is going on. He comes out, anytime you say something against the Fulanese, he will come out and say something. He will fight for them. And you are telling me that the president that he sees every day, he doesn't know what is going on. So you are fooling us every day, telling us the president doesn't know what is going on. And Nigerians are dying every day. It's going to get worse. I feel for Nigerians. I feel for my brothers and my sister. Like the chief said, there are motorcycles everywhere being operated by these Fulanis. In those motorcycles, they put AK-47 on the seats, and they sit on top of those AK-47. When they have a chance, they are going to use it. They are going to use it. People will be running helter-skelter. It's time for us to wake up. In the south, in the southwest, in the southeast, in the middle belt. This man is not, Buhari is not going to change the situation. He made a statement last week or 2 weeks ago that any herdsman that is found with AK-47 should be shot. How many people have been shot? How many people carrying AK-47 have been shot? I watched last week, some few days ago, that in Lagos Road, Lagos Benin Road, there was serious a problem on the road. People were being killed. They blocked the road and they were killing people. And yet, the soldiers and the policemen, even some of the policemen and the soldiers, they are aiding and they are abetting these criminals now. Where are we going to in Nigeria? Where are we going? Where are we going? We are in trouble. Nigeria, it looks like this man came to destroy Nigeria. Came to destroy Nigeria.
Hello?
But the way things are going, very soon we are not going to have a one Nigeria. The way things are going. Because the Yorubas are already forming a Motekun.
Mr. Adodo, I hate to interrupt you. You got a caller. I believe someone from the States, from Nigeria.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Hello. We can hear you. Hello.
Yeah, is this African Voices Radio?
Yes. This is African.
Yes.
Good. My name is Joshua. I'm calling from the United States. I want to salute you and thank you for bringing this on board this afternoon. I've been following you for some time, especially on Facebook. And I look at the topic that you brought here today, and I look at the timing, and I cannot say any other thing than to appreciate you guys. You've been doing a great job. Yeah, having said that, I have listened to every subject matter being discussed for some hour, couple of hours that you started, from our religious leader to political leader, then what is going on in Nigeria. And I must say you have done serious and good justice to the subject matter. But there is something I just want to quickly add. I know we don't, is in the public space, whether we want to look at what is the background study to this, the review of it, what has caused it, how we got to this point. If anybody in Nigeria is still saying that we don't know how we got here, apparently that person is either not existing or he has decided to block his own here. We all know how we got here. But I think we won't go again into that. We understand how Nigeria was amalgamated for easy governance, and that is by the European. Now the easy governance became complex for our indigenous leader. We understand this. Then we also understand how a particular set in the country has decided to take and to overrun the country to themselves under the guise of protecting a particular religion or the other. For many years, people, intelligent people, luminaries that have been saying something about this. People that know stuff about security, they have released a mongrel kind of information for us to know where we are and why it is so. But at the time, people in Nigeria, they look at the people in the diaspora that, why are you guys drawing war? Will you come home to fight the war and all of that? But now it is now clear to everyone that we are in the state of war. Sometimes, let me use an analogy. Sometimes when you have two people who pretend to be brothers, and the one keeps slapping the other one, first slap, second slap, and they continue slapping without retaliation for the other one. Nobody will understand that there is a fight. So we just say, okay, people pass us by, we just go their way. But immediately you begin to see retaliation, then people will say, oh, that's a fight going on. But the fight, and of course, started from the very first slap. That is exactly what is going on in Nigeria. The war has long started. These people, they never repented from their agenda.
Hey.
Now, I really don't want to say too much in that respect. But what do we need to do? And that's why every meaningful media houses like you, who are independent, who are not corrupt, who are not sponsored by any political parties, or they don't have any party affiliates or whatever, and they are not so afraid of whatever law that will come after them for saying the right thing. I want to say this is a time that, please, keep saying some of these things. And what do we need to preach out now is what our people should do. Nigeria is being overrun by less than 1% of its populace, supported by even all of them together, plus because you can just look at those particular that are carrying the agenda. Don't hide under any of these guys, they are the Fulanis. Then supported by few people from all the regions who are basically politicians.
Yes.
Those are just the two problems. Now, if we have identified this, we know that what we need to do at this time, we cannot preach that it does not happen. It's already occurring, and it will probably continue like that. We have tried several means to see how we can come to table in terms of review the constitution, in terms of restructuring or what have you. But of course, it has clear to everyone that even the Buhari government would not listen to that, and it practically said it does not want that. More than 1,000 leaders from all regions across Nigeria, they gathered sometimes in October last year, before the independence. Yeah, I think it's early in September. And they all submitted that we need to do something as a matter of urgency. And in all that submission, all they could go their various places with was that to have a constitutional review so that we can restructure. Now we mention constitution, 1999 constitution, which we all know that it is just Fulani constitution. The only original constitution that we ever had was the one that was done after our independence. And that was the one that was used to manage the regional government in only 2 years. So it had only worked for 2 years. Now, if they will not review the constitution, if they will not restructure the country, of course, so what are we left with? In November 16, 2020, there was a first constitutional measure that was released, sent to Nigeria government, sent to big country of the world. Look at this. We thought we are together, but we are not actually together. It was a very robust package that explained our being together, the problem, and how it's been overrun. Now, what do we need to do? We're asking that all the foreign wonderful and people that can support us across the world should bring this government to table that will change the status quo. 90 days was given to them. That 90 days will expire on Monday. That's in 2 days. Okay. We have seen from their body language that nothing is being done. Just like a few weeks ago, you heard the Ninas also releasing another statement. All of this, the people in government, they would not listen. They have shown signs that they would never listen to that. Now we are left with self-defense. It is because some little fraction of the people being attacked, they are under attack, because they have started to say, no, you cannot slap me and go scot-free. And that's why you see the likes of Igbo and some other people from the east and all of that say, no, pack your load. No matter how little, how small, how poor a man is, if you are in your land or in your that very small hut that you call house, Nobody from anywhere can just break in your door without you doing anything. So it is because they are now reacting to that, then we begin to hear more of the noises. So I think the role of the media is to now let people know the only way out is everyone, wherever you are from, whether from the north, from the east, from the west, and all of that, we need to defend ourselves. There is need to defend. There are every other formal means of bringing them to table has never worked. But when Igboho did a little stuff in Oyo, in Ibadan, Barapa area, you can see what has happened everywhere. The education that should go to individual houses, wherever people are, in your community, it is a time for, if there is family meeting that individually can do at the level of their family, if you see any strange something, this is what you need to do. Don't go out carelessly again. Be sure. We need to be conscious of our environment. In the estate, in the community we live, there is need for more synergy, build up of, security, independent security outfit. Nigeria Police, Nigeria Army are owned and utilized by the same government. They will never find help from them. So now it should be made, but of course, the primary thing, the primary role for every individual, what we think the media should also do is to educate our people that defend yourself, open your eyes. For many years, we've been sleeping with the two eyes. Now you're sleeping, open the other eyes. Whether it is cutlass, whether it is machete, whether it is stick, whatever. You must always be on guard at this time. Now they have been gradually, some parts of the Southwest have decided that we're going to decimate these people. When they push them back, you see the result and the ripple effect that is going on now in Kaduna, in Zamfara, and all of that. We will see more of that. But I tell you, if people can, sovereignty belongs to the people. If people will rise up to understand, the information is already there. Media has done so much. The likes of you have done so much so well. The diaspora people have done so much so well to be sure that people understand what is going on and around them. And now that they know, they should know again what they need to do. I want to see how many wars the Fulani will fight. If they have been invited by letter, if the government have been separate countries, several good presidents across the world, I'm also one way or the other trying to advise them. But they are not going to listen. But I know when people are on the street, when people know they are right, when people will say no, you can imagine if today, if Yoruba, Igbo, every other people can say that Abuja is nothing, or it's just a bunch of bunkum. People gathering there, all they do is to just go share the money. So if from our community, we can begin to call back our representatives, our senators, and if they can do that, they can, even when they don't use, just group them all together, the Fulani and the politicians. Already they are beginning feeling threatened with the 2023 election. All they are doing is it's not like they are preaching peace. No! They only want to be sure that the environment is a bit okay for the election forthcoming. So yes, when the election comes, so that they can still have their way. Yes. Now, if people can be resolute that in Nigeria, in our own community, whether it's from the position of councillor, when people can begin to say no until they start to say there is no election. When they discover that what they are carrying, what they are defending, what they still want to continue to share, that is no longer there. You can imagine if today Lagos will rise, Yoruba people or the Southwest people will rise to say, oh, what is this? This thing is called our airlines. All the parastatals in Lagos, from the rural port and all of that, and they say, no, who is here? If you are not from this figure, then go your way. Then put your people there. So whichever way, people just need to rise up, defend themselves, especially from household to community to villages to town to state. Let's start from that household. Let's tell them, open your heart.
Okay.
Nobody will defend you. Defend
That's
yourself.
good.
Thank you very much, and God bless you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Whatever the
Thank you.
AK-47, God will bless. God bless you. Keep doing the good work. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Joshua. Thank you for your contribution. Now we also appreciate your viewership and listenership. Thank you for educating us as well.
That guy is something else.
Yes.
Oh yes, I mean just like he said. I know we're kind of running out of time, so I'm not gonna get into your time. I'm not gonna get into this, but we're gonna continue. I mean, like Josie said, just don't give up. Let people talk, or whatever level that you are, even in your community meetings or whatever. Let's see how far these people can go. You're talking about 1 or 2% of Nigerian population that are doing this. So they're not gonna be, in as much as we don't have the resources, but by talking. You talked about the media. If the media can start also doing their job, but I'm not going to go into this. I think we're going to continue because we run out of time. But I'm going to use my time again to say one thing about this show for those that are out there listening for us before you close up today. Moving forward, our time now in Nigerian time is going to be 8 o'clock. I know that a lot of people have been looking forward for this. Starting from next Saturday, it's going to be 8 o'clock in Nigerian time. So please be aware of that this show comes to you. It's no longer 9. We started with 11 p.m., very late. And some people followed us through back to 9 o'clock. Now it's going back to 8 o'clock Nigerian time, starting from next Saturday. So we hope to see a lot of people before they go start watching their Nigerian movies. Please join us next week.
Yes.
Tunde, over to you.
The reason why it's going to go to 8 o'clock is because we're moving the clock forward in the United States. So the difference in hours is going to reduce from 6 hours to 5 hours. So it's going to be same time for us, but it's going to be 8 o'clock for you guys in Nigeria. So we've almost run out of time as usual. So I want to thank everybody that has contributed, for everybody that has called into the show today. To our listeners and our viewers, I want to say a huge thank you to those our followers and everybody. We thank you all very much. It is because of you that we do what we do. We will continue to talk. I know that the media back home is constrained by a lot of things. The media cannot perform like it is supposed to perform. Hey, but we are here. We will continue to talk. So on that note, on behalf of everybody, I want to say thank you so much for being part of the show. It's the David Adodo Show. We'll be back again next week. It will be 8 p.m. Nigerian time, and it will be 3 p.m. United States time. Thank you all for being part of this show. My name is Tunde Phillips. You all have a great week. We'll look forward to seeing you all next week. And please put on your mask. Keep 6 feet. Keep your distance. Wash your hands when applicable, or use hand sanitizers. If you cannot get water to wash your hands. COVID is real. Believe COVID is real. Please take care of yourself and each other. We'll see you all next week. Thank you very much.
We taking a break?
We're done.
Okay.
Are we wrapping up?
Yes.
Oh, I apologize. I stepped away for a second. Sorry, gang.
Oh.
Yo. Whoa. Champion. Yeah, Miss Yard man, tell me where you get your vibration. Would it be from Kingston or London? You want make the whole place a shell down. Whoa. I miss a yard man. Tell me where you get your vibration. Would it be from Giddy or J-Town? Or you want make the whole place a shell down. Whoa. Me say, Papa the beat. Mash out the place and we giving them hard. Them more the chat. But see them boy no be talk of the town. Brick after brick. You know, say we have been running them hard. Ready to me fit everything to legit funny, not today is winner, fear winner. Mali be the fire, Mali be the heat. Mali be the bedroom, bully pan the sheet. You know, send the song for no Benz and Jeep. Mali body reading, man into the jeet. You know, from sun up, sundown, with the panic grind, 10 toes from the heat. You know, from sun up, sundown, we know say we harder than I can quit them, call me hard man. Tell me where I get this vibration. Would it be from Kingston or London? You a make the whole place a shell down. Wow, wow. Say hard man. Tell me where I get this vibration. Would it be from Kingston or London? You a make the whole place a shell down.
This one I better do with the jabata. Me, I no get time, I did da. Dada cover my face, calling me la ba down. Biggie man, we know they wear a ba da. Tell me, my nigga, what's it come? G-Wagon, all depend. Take your time, ride the whip. I no feet, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it gonna be? G-Wagon, all depend. They got it, ride the whip. I no feet, die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commend it. I can't come and keep myself. So anything when I do, I try to do on my way. I can't come and keep myself. Plenty so far we face. Just to make sure money day. But my people then go say I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it come? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, take your time, ride the whip, I no feet, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it gonna be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, they got them, ride the with me, I no feet. Different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows I'm juggling. Flow like the ocean, my boat I'm paddling. Sharashina fella, that's my bro, my family. Frozen dreams. When it comes to money, I they concentrate. Make I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become a I be head of state. But my people then go say I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it gonna be? G-Wagon.
Thank you for listening to African Voices Radio, the David Adodo Show. If you'd like to reach out to us, please send us an email. We'd love to hear from you to africanvoicesradio@gmail.com. That's africanvoicesradio@gmail.com. And don't forget, if it's 9 o'clock in Nigeria, it's time for African Voices Radio, the David Adodo Show right here. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel. And until next week, stay blessed.
Yeah.